All right, everyone, welcome back to Trade or Die. So today we're gonna go through September 6th all the way to the 8th, and then again we're just gonna tally up the trades and see where we land compared to the micros and the minis. When I do start trading next month, I will definitely be using micros, and it'll probably be about 3 contracts, so I'll work that in to my trading formula or the calculation at the end of the video. So November or September 6th, let's get into it. So 6, what do we got? We have a break in structure here. Let me get my local. So break in structure here, and then price pushes up, and this is at 6 o'clock. I'm not sure if I would actually take a 6 o'clock trade. Let's just see how it looks just based on the... Wow. So I think this one would actually hit TP. Do I want to keep it? Not really. But let's just continue and see what else we get for September 6th. So price break structure here, structure break here, the wick is way too long. Just continues down, breaks another piece of the minor structure, but there's no pullback here because pullback is too big. It's bigger than the previous candle. Continue, and then what happens at 8 o'clock, 8:30, pushes down, pulls back up, and then we have an area right over here. No matter what I did here, I would have been stopped out, which is crazy. But anyways, price goes down, it breaks structure. Once again, everything gets broken, pulls back up, goes down, pulls up. We have a nice pullback right here, but we're in a downtrend, especially after this massive momentum. So we got to make sure that we're looking for those sells. Again, there's no decent pullbacks here other than right here, but even with this one, the wick on this body is way too small, so probably wouldn't take it. Price continues, and then we get our first good pullback right there. So on this trade, would hit take profit. Take profit. And we'd be good. Let me just move this to... Oh, I can't get to 36. It's so strange. 36. Boom. Take profit. So for something like this, again, like, you know, we can move or take profit a bit lower. That's good. Get a break in structure here, and also another pullback, but again, the wick is too big here. So we continue, and then we get a break in structure over here as well as over here on the way up, and this is a perfect pullback in a setup. So let's see what we get. So over here, great trade, take profit. Again, another pullback right here. It'll be tough to take that, especially coming off of the first one, but this would be stopped out, and that's completely fine. Over here would be stopped out too, but again, we wouldn't really want to take this since there's no structure that's breaking. So let's just say that we actually take this one. Say that we take this one, and potentially this may hit break even just because the auto break even would be set to halfway. But anyway, let's continue. We'll think about break evens after, and then we get to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Break in structure, nice pullback, but is a body big enough? This is 858. or no, sorry, 585 and 579. So this body is not big enough, so this is invalid. We wouldn't even take it. Let me check this body as well too. 45 all the way up to 56, so that's big enough. Price continues going up. There's a nice pullback here, but we're kind of in an uptrend, so we wouldn't want to take those sells. And then again, price breaks out over here, breaks in structure, and we have our pullback. But the issue is it's 4 o'clock, so probably wouldn't want to take that trade. So now let's move into the next day. So now September 7th. Just bringing over my risk reward stuff. So September 7th, 6 o'clock. The price pulls down. There's a break in structure here, but how big is this body? So 501 to 508. Very tough candle to take. Let's see where it'll land us. Potentially hit TP, depending on the entry. This one definitely would be a fail. I think the body is a bit bigger too. 495. 5 to 503. That's exactly $8. This one would definitely be tough to take as well, especially given it's a second pullback. So let's just wait it out and see what else we could potentially take. So 7 o'clock comes, we get a nice break in structure once again. Great pullback right here. And I consider this like the first loss, right? Trade right there. And then there's also a second trade over here as well too, because price does pull down. There's a pullback, and then boom, take profit. This one would also be difficult to take as well too, because again, we're not getting like any break in structure anywhere, so we may have to just remove that. Then over here, same idea. This one would be, again, it would be real tough, especially considering the stop loss would be so close. So I'm gonna say, you know, this one would be profitable as well too. And then another trade down here on the pullback for 830 or 845. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 trades already. So now price is all wonky over here. Price comes down to break structure. There's no pullback. Price comes down, breaks structure, and it closes. So this is great. So we'd probably take another trade right there as well too. And boom, profitable. Once price pulls down, it pulls back and it breaks the structure right here. And we have a pullback right here. The issue with this pullback is that the wicks are too big, so we would not take it. We would not take it. Same over here. Wicks are too big, so we're not taking it. So let's continue looking at the price. We would not take this pullback. This one definitely has potential, but if we're looking for buys in an uptrend, we wouldn't want to take any type of sells, right? We can look at it and see how it would play out, which it would be profitable. But again, like, you'd have to be really wary about the position size and just, you know, where price is going. So for now, let's leave it out and let's like look for those buy opportunities. Over here, wick is way too big. Again, wick is too big for both of these. And it's not even that they're bad opportunities. It's just that if we want to be consistent and take, you know, high probability trades, we want to make sure that we take the same trades all the time, right? I know that we're using discretion. However, you know, you got to have some kind of rule, right, for taking those. And that's okay. That is okay. So now it's already 2 o'clock, so let's probably not continue trading, and we'll go into the 8th. So 1 o'clock, let's continue till we get to 8. Oh, that's just over here. Okay, perfect. So 6 o'clock, price is on the way down. We have a break-in structure, pullback here, but body is way too big. Price comes back down to support, but there's no real what do you call it, pullbacks. So we'll hold off on that. Price breaks structure over here, and we have a great pullback. However, we lose this trade. Only because of where it is. And then by 9:30, price shoots all the way up. We do get another pullback right here. However, since it's in a weird area, there's no point in taking it. What we have to realize though sometimes is that supports get built, right? So on this 5-minute time frame, nothing is closing below this price. So it can be wise to take a trade here, but again, you got to be really wary and use that discretion. So price pulls up, and then there's a nice pullback here. It breaks all structure. There's a nice pullback here. However, the wick is too big, so we don't take it. Again, same idea. Wick is too big, we don't take it. So now we continue, and then we see this right here. This is great. My only concern is that there's no wick on the bear candle here. Usually you'd want to see a wick, but let's see how it would turn out if we did take it. See this one, not profitable, probably stopped out, but most likely auto break even. So again, let's just leave that out. So now price pulls up, pulls down, and there's a nice pullback here. The wick isn't too big, but again, like if we're in a buy type of situation, we really want to be wary of that. So it looks like there are no more trades after 2 o'clock. Support built again over here, but nothing. Nice support builds over here, and then there's no more pullbacks. So let's just say we take this one, and it's 1L. If we took on that support, we'd be, in crazy profit. But let's just say we have 1L for that day. So now let's tally up our trades, and then we'll see how we performed. Okay, so this would have been Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So let's go back to the 6th. So on the 6th, so yeah, on the 6th we have trade number 1. Take profit, $18. Trade number 2, take profit, 18. Trade number 3, 18. Number 4, -9. And that's okay. So 2, 3, and then trade number 4, we got stopped out right over here, and that's fine. So on the micros with 3 contracts, we'd yield $270 after everything. Now this doesn't include commission, of course, and if we use the 1 mini, it would be closer to $900, which is great, right? It's even better. So now let's move into September 8th. So now on the 8th for Thursday, we have L number 1. We have our second trade over here that, you know, I think I would take this actually. Profit. We have another trade over here. Ooh, tough one. I would say profitable. I think I definitely would adjust my stop loss just to be above this, just because of how close it is. So let's say profit. We have our second trade, our third trade over, sorry, our fourth trade over here, profit. And then we have another trade over here, not profitable. So overall for that day, again, great trades. We would have made 216. And now for the Friday. So Friday, funny day. We only had one trade. So -9. So in total over those 3 days, it would have been roughly a $400 over the 3 days for micros, trading 3 contracts at a time. And then for the minis, it would be $1440, given, you know, everything is hitting take profit. If we're actually extending out the take profits, you know, these would definitely be a bit bigger. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back and actually look at where the break evens could have happened. And for me, my auto break even condition is when price gets to at least halfway. So for example, if I get to 36 ticks, there's 36. Hold on a second. Give me price. No, give me ticks. So 36. This is 36 ticks. So if I get to 36 ticks, then what happens is my auto break even will go off. This one would have went off on Friday, but let's work from the beginning, just so we have this. Oops, keep it at 36. Okay, so this would still be a W, because we wouldn't get to the halfway mark. So that'll be a W over here, still be a W over here. Now, would we have hit the auto break even? Yes, we would. So for trade number, so I had 1 over here, 2, 3. For trade number 4, that would have been break even. So now let's move to Thursday and see where we would hit our break evens. Oops. Let me just bring this down here. So now on Thursday, what do we hit break even on the first trade? No, we wouldn't. Second trade was a dub. Third trade, dub. Fourth trade, dub. And then on this trade, the pullback is also a W as well too. This price did come down there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. Thursday, why did I do -9? This shouldn't be -9. It should be positive. So 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. And then on Friday is the day that we'd also have a 0 as well too. So profits would definitely be bigger for this particular set of days. I'm completely okay with that, but you know, it really depends on how trades span out in the long run. I'm sure there's plenty of trades that I've gotten break even because, you know, it was set too short and price pulled down and then it just exploded, right? Things like that do happen. But anyways, thanks for watching and see you guys next time.